I mean, like your 5 guys versus my 5 guys. You can't do it. Nobody will fuck with us.
Yo, you absolutely annihilated. I remember you did one on like, I think it was like comparison with 6ix9ine and Trump, and I was just like,
oh yeah,
that shit was classic.
Yeah, you can't spell Democrat without rat.
Yeah, and then I remember saying, I said, damn.
Shouts to Tekashi, man. I need Tekashi on Flagrant, bro. Come on, hook that up.
He's told me. I'm beefing with him low key right now, just because he's not dropping music. You know, I think he's having, and probably as comedians, you guys go through that where it's like, yo, listen, I haven't done something in a while.
Yeah.
And people are expecting what the next thing I do to be like fucking amazing, but it's giving me cold feet.
Nobody's expecting that from Tekashi.
Well, put like this, he's the guy who's always led with the numbers. Yo, I'm bigger than you. I'm more popular. Fuck you. Like, you're irrelevant. Now, if he comes out because he's blackballed and he does like really average numbers, what do you say after that?
Yeah.
What do you say after that?
Live by the numbers, die by the numbers, you know, but that's because...
But I've been trying to tell him, like, yo, you have to get over that shit.
Well,
you're a fucking creator now.
His thing that was really interesting is like when I look at artists, and again, like I'm no fucking music aficionado, like I'm the most biggest casual when it comes to music, right? But like when you look at the different artists and their impacts and how they're successful, I think a lot of times artists don't even realize why they're successful, right? Like I was talking to Mark about this, my guy Mark, the other day, and we were talking about Eminem. We were hanging out with, you know, Daniel Caesar is? Yeah. He's fucking awesome. Yeah. Great musician, funny guy. And so we were talking about Eminem, and like we were breaking down Eminem and why he's struggling now, but he was so successful back in the day. I think Eminem believed that his success was due to his incredible rapping skill. The reality is his success was probably due to his ability to tap into angst, right? And that like, fuck my mom, fuck the family. And that's probably the frequency that everybody was on that liked him. And then the fact that he was so nice at rapping, you couldn't discredit him.
Validated it.
Exactly. But the real reason we were in there is because of what he was, hey, everybody was into these boy bands and he was like, fuck them boy bands. Everybody was into Christina Aguilera.
He was representing a point of view from...
It was counterculture. It was punk rock, bro. It was like pushing back against what the industry was pushing on us, and we felt we were being forced on.
This is what I like about you, by the way, when it comes to hip hop. I feel like the takes you
angst as well, right? That angst is no longer there. All he's doing now is the lyrical shit, and it's struggling because we never really cared about the lyrical shit. We like that funny dude. So when you look at a guy like Tekashi, if I'm Tekashi, I'm taking a
What do you think we care about him?
I think initially we liked the fact that he was exposing these rappers. And it was like, yo, everybody likes David versus Goliath story. There's a reason that shit is the longest told story in history, right? It's like we like the little kid who's saying fuck you to all the tough guys and nobody's really doing anything. Now, some shit did happen, blah, 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 doesn't matter. So I think we were into that. We were supporting it.
Was a guy who didn't look like a gangster, but he's telling all the gangsters, fuck you, and I'm going to show you guys that, listen, I'm just as tough as you, and I'm doing like, I'm spinning in the rain with an umbrella over my head. Like,
exactly.
And I'm being goofy. I don't have to be tough like you guys claim.
And genuinely funny. He was genuinely funny. He's an internet kid. He grew up watching the internet. He understands how it works, and he was able to succeed in it. That's why we liked him, and that's what we were really curious about. And then some of the songs were just fucking good. Pussy, you got that wet, wet, got that drip, drip, got that soup. Like, that fucking flow was crazy. Like,
hey, by the way, I don't think the music has changed that much, but I do think what you're saying, and I think it boils a little bit into the music. So tell me, give me a fix that like.
So for him, I'm like, okay, what people like is exposing these people for their fraudulence. In the same way that what Eminem did is expose certain people for their fraudulence, right? I mean, you could even say with the rants, we expose certain people. It was more politicians and, you know, like industry and that kind of stuff, but for their fraudulence, right? We like that. The music was just a medium for him to have like a fucking job, and it was fun, and we would watch it. And he did have some fun songs. He had good songs. But it was personality driven first. And I always say this about hip hop. It's like, we like personality and then we justify it with bars and rap.
Yo, I remember you saying this, and like, from the
Black Thought's the best fucking rapper. But people aren't putting it on as much as they say they love rap.
I remember you said one thing, you were like,
guys. And then he can kind of troll those bad guys. He just can't do it in the same way anymore because he will end up getting fucking killed. And or something horrible is going to happen. Somebody's going to end up getting hurt. That's a lot of times what happens is it's not you that gets hurt, but it's the security guard that gets hurt or somebody else ends up getting killed. And low key, that's on you if you keep acting like that, if you keep acting crazy. So, but if he understands how he served us and what he did, I think that he can be successful regardless of the music or not. Like I liked him on Instagram more than I cared about listening to all the music. And there were songs that I really fucking liked and I thought were great. But like it was more, you know, like I have a list of like top rappers whose music I don't listen to. Like you know what I'm saying? Like Plies. I don't know Plies, but like
you know this motherfucker is funny.
He's hilarious, bro.
Yo, I'm telling you, he is.
So there's a bunch of these rappers that are just these hilarious characters, and it just so happens their day job is rapping, but I like your hobby.
Yo, I told 6ix9ine when he came back home from jail.
Yeah. So what should 6ix9ine do? What would you do with 6ix9ine?
So I think he's as well at a fork in the, like, you know, road. You know, I told him, I'm like, yo, you know why people loved you? You used to get on Instagram Live and you used to be doing some dumb shit. And it would be highly entertaining. But I remember, like, after he got out of jail and he came out, he had 2 million people watch him. And the next time he had 1 million. And any other time I was like, yo, this is like a time you would go on Instagram Live. Like, he was always kind of like beholden to the numbers. Like, he was like, well,
because he don't care about the art of the music. He cares about success.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. So I think he was looking like, well, if I get on this shit and people look at it and be like, well, he's not pulling 1 million anymore. This guy fell off. But in reality, you have to be you. And that's one of my things, even with him. Like, yo, he got some great music. But like, you know, I've always thought this. He's one of the greatest marketers that's ever touched hip hop.
Yeah.
Ever.
Yeah. Music. Not just hip hop.
General.
Music.
And his skills as being a marketer has surpassed his skills as being a rapper 1 million-fold.
Yeah.
That he has the music now, but he's figuring out the marketing. But even then, I'm saying to him, dude, listen, it will become a time where there will be no perfect storm.
If I'm him, I get in touch with what I like creating. Because one of the cool things about like really being in love with your quote unquote art or whatever is like, I love stand-up. So if I make a joke that I think is the best fucking joke, it's awesome when it goes viral. It is just, that's great, but that's icing on the cake. Yeah. The joy is creating the thing that I want to create. If I'm just putting out things just for the number, now I'm beholden to those numbers. And then you start shifting what you put out because you got them golden fucking handcuffs. You're like, okay, I'm just going to start feeding the audience what they want because all I want are the numbers. What I'm telling him is yo, get in touch with what you love. Like, this kid edits, right? Like,
does everything.
Exactly. So it's like, get in touch with creating. Make the dopest fucking music video. Make the funny viral stuff. Like, if you want to put out music, put out music. Put a joke song out. Put a song that's literally supposed to be a joke, just making fun of yourself, but fall in love with the art again and then fuck the numbers. And I swear to God, the second people realize you don't care about the numbers, they're attached to you like glue.
That's why I've been trying to tell them that.
We're obsessed. When you don't need our validation, we're like, the fuck does, what? What do you mean you don't need me to like? Well, I need to watch you because you don't need me to like you.
Hey, I've used another rapper which I think you got to have heard about this guy, NBA Youngboy.
Yeah, of course.
He operates